guess what? I like Minecraft. Not my type of game. I play myself Halos, the Starcraft, the Diablos, and Mass Effects. And you know, I'm like, Minecraft, that shit's not for me. And here comes along a little Enderman. So it's gonna actually be the first review I do. This guy right here. Oh, Minecraft, you blew my mind in a way I did not expect. So let's get started with how this unique game was developed. Minecraft is a sandbox indie game. It was developed by a Swedish programmer, Marcus Notch Persson. I'm sure his name is actually pronounced in a way I cannot enunciate. Marcus Persson. Marcus Persson. No. As of 2012, they've had 1.5 billion revenue, 320 million profit, and this is a game designed and a studio developed by the ideas of a single man. Good job, buddy! The developer Notch founded Mojang in 2009, and they've been the ones to develop the Xbox 360 version. 4J Studios is actually located in Dundee, East Linton, Scotland, with 18 employees. I want to make it clear that I'm playing the Xbox 360 version. There's been quite a difference between the PC release and the variations across different consoles. In May 2009, it was released for PC, and it didn't release for the Xbox 360 until May 2012, actually 3 years later. I actually didn't even start playing it till about a year after its release on Xbox 360. I was reading reviews about the game, and the downfall of having it on a console or having it on your Android versus PC was that you didn't really get full access to the game's capabilities, such as mod packs. So still, since I'm not a big PC gamer, I kind of put the whole Minecraft thing off for even a year after the Xbox 360's release. It took a while for the console version to catch up to the PC version in terms of the game's capability and updates. Now you might be asking me, what do you mean? What do you mean about survival? Okay, well, let me tell you. So the first thing to take note of, all my footage, as I said, is going to be from the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft. And secondly, I'm a big fan of survival. Now, let's get down to what the difference between survival and creative is. Survival versus creative mode. I have not played a single minute in creative mode. Let me explain to you why. When you choose to play your world in survival mode, you have to acquire all the resources you use, maintain your health meter, therefore also maintain your hunger meter. If your hunger meter goes too low, you're going to lose your health. And to replenish your health, you need to eat. You have mobs or enemies that you have to fight against, like spiders, and skeletons, and zombies. You have fall damage. You can drown. There's various ways of dying. Now in creative mode, it's nuts. You have unlimited resources, you have the ability to fly, you have no health, no hunger, and when creative mode is on, you don't even have any enemies. And then since you have items instantly, you can create any items, have access to unlimited resources at any time, you also do have an unlimited inventory. There would be no problem with throwing away an item in your inventory if all you can have to do is create another one. And okay, Dishman, okay, I understand. You could say that. How could you do big creative projects like crazy size cathedrals and ships without the creative mode? Because it's ridiculous to have to gather such resources for these projects.
And I say no. And I say no.
For me, survival is the way to play the game. Without acquiring the resources, you do not have any sense of accomplishment when you look at your projects. To me, I really did love the experience of traveling the world, gathering the resources, and every single project that you may see throughout my videos are all from survival mode, where I'm dealing with mobs and I have to smelt every material. So if you see some stone bricks, that means that we've taken the cobblestone, put it into the oven, smelted it into stone. I take the stone and make it into stone bricks, and then building with it. There's no way I can actually just Got some stone bricks in my bag. Got some stone bricks, no reason. You know how it takes work. For example, you may notice how I have a beautiful sheep farm. Now, there was probably at least 20 hours into the game, 20, 40 hours, until I had my sheep farm going. The only way in my world for me to get colored blocks is to breed sheep, so here's my sheep farm. Essentially, you can take a white sheep and then breed a whole bunch of the white sheep, and then you can dye the sheep. So you have to gather the appropriate resources for the dye. So essentially, like, you gather a flower that's red, you can make red dye from that flower, dye 2 sheep that are white red, and get them to breed. And then you got red wool. You have to take some shears, shear the sheep, so you got red wool, and now you can use the wool in your building projects. Another big deal in survival is if you die, you not only lose the level, but you drop all the items that you are currently holding. So there's a few memories I have of funny times where you die far away from your spawning point and you're racing back. So I really did want to clarify the difference between survival and creative mode, because there is a different sense of accomplishment that I feel when walking throughout my city and seeing everything I've done. Every piece of glass is some sand that I had to dig up and smelt while using some coal or maybe a bucket of lava and gather as glass to build my projects. And it's crazy, you basically see Minecraft across all platforms, from mobile to consoles, except Wii. No Wii version. What? So if you can picture in your head, Minecraft is basically a box of Lego with no instructions. The kid gets a box of Lego for Christmas and he's all like, "Mommy, where's the instructions for how to build my little thingy that I want to build?" And she's like, "Shut up, Jimmy, there's no instructions with your Lego. You just gotta build it." And he's like, "I don't want to build Lego with no instructions. It seems kind of dumb, Mommy. You gotta look at it a different way." So yeah, it's a box of Lego with no instructions. The world is composed of cubes that are arranged in a fixed pattern. So go back to math class, picture the X and Y graph, and then make it 3-dimensional, and every single block in the world is composed of cubes arranged in a fixed pattern. Every cube or block represent different materials, and essentially players gather these material blocks and place them elsewhere. Better yet, you use the resources to craft. Okay, and craft everything and anything to help you realize how much time you're actually wasting. The terrain consists of plains, mountains, forests, caves. The biomes are deserts, jungles, and snowfields. Okay, you should know what this is. An NPC is a non-player character, but in Minecraft, it's called a mob. Okay, you got your sheep, you got your skeleton dudes, they're mobs. And then also, if you generate a world, it's all randomly generated. It's procedurally generated, sorry. And the world's identification is referred to as a seed. So, if you wish, you can specify a certain seed to receive a specific outcome when generating your world. There are a few different blocks that do fall based upon gravity, like sand. As an outsider, it's interesting to note that the in-game's physics engine, most solid blocks are unaffected by gravity. Any liquid, like lava and water, flow from a source block. Complex systems can be built using primitive mechanisms, and it's pretty cool. Kind of reminds you of basic computer science. There are a few different blocks that do fall based upon gravity, like sand. Oh man, you Sandy. Sandy stuff always causing Sandy trouble. Beyond the main world, there's even 2 alternate dimensions that have been added through title updates. There's the Nether and the End. So if you choose to play survival mode, what do you gotta do? Your main goals at first is going to be building a house. You have to get shelter at night so that way you can survive being attacked by creatures that do primarily spawn during night. And then you have to start crafting. So get yourself some wood, build yourself a wooden axe, get yourself a wooden pickaxe, break some stone, make yourself some stone tools, and then you're ready to basically deal with anything besides diamond and the harder materials. When you begin crafting, you're going to be getting some armor for defense, a weapon like a sword or a bow and arrow, and the tools are a shovel, axe, pickaxe, and also a better material equals a better tool. So iron is better than stone, and stone is better than wood. And a better tool means that it's going to last longer and be more efficient. And yeah, in survival, the limited inventory can be one of the most difficult challenges. Since you're going to be mining and looking for materials, you'll often find your inventory is full, and then you'll be creating shelters around the world to hold resources that you can't carry with you. The music is really interesting. It's done by a German composer, Daniel Rosenfield, also known as C418. The Xbox 360 version does have a specific world size, and to me, the world is damn big, so I'm happy it's not any bigger, as in the PC does have infinitely generated worlds. And oh my god. I do want to note another difference between the PC and Xbox 360 version when it comes to the crafting system. Players are not required to place items in the grid while crafting in the Xbox 360. And hey, it might make it a tad easier, but I really don't mind. So just keep in mind that every single thing I built that you see in this world has been done in survival mode. I don't fly around, I don't have any free, infinite resources. I've died trying to build high structures, man. It's not easy. Survival mode has really had a large impact on my city itself. I've designed a few elements in the city to help prevent negative impacts from it being in survival mode. For example, mobs, such as skeletons and spiders, mostly spawn within dark areas. So as a town defense, I've lit up a majority of the town. You'll find there's lamps, even the roofs have to be lit. If every area of the town is lit, then you will be able to go about your daily business without being bothered by monsters. But yeah, you might say, hey, why not just play creative? No, I want to earn the defense against monsters. Some nights I can look against the wall of the mountain and I can see a few creepers stuck on a fence that would be bothering me if not for my town wall. And that makes me feel damn good. And you know what? That gives me a sense of accomplishment, like I've actually been doing something with my life. So yeah, hey, you might have noticed I like to ramble. It's within my nature. But let's get back to the whole review aspect of this video. So back to the down and dirty. What do you actually think about this game, Dishman? So just to spice things up a little bit, when I review a game, I'm going to be looking at a few different factors. There's going to be developer, the gameplay, the difficulty/satisfaction, replayability, and if it gives me a game brain or not. So on the developer side, it's a beautiful story, he's an awesome guy, 10 out of 10. When it comes to gameplay, even though there are certain things lacking from the Xbox 360 version, it is still the awesome experience, but you do not have access to all the different gameplay elements that you would see on the PC. So within gameplay, it's getting an 8. Next we got difficulty satisfaction. So this really is up to you guys. It depends on how you want to play it, the settings you give the game. So I'm going to give this a straight down the middle 5 out of 10. Now under difficulty, the 5 out of 10 might seem a little bit brutal, but it's definitely up to the player if this game is going to be difficult or not. If you put it on creative mode, this game is akin to a paint program. Put it on survival mode, you're going to have a challenge. But I must admit, hardcore mode that you can set, where if you die, you lose your entire world, that's freaking nuts. Coming down to game brain, take a wild guess. If you play enough Minecraft, you're gonna sleep Minecraft. If you play enough Minecraft, you're gonna look at a building and think, I want to build that in Minecraft. So you're wondering what's the overall score for the game? It's gonna get an 86 from Dishman. It's gonna get an 86% from Dishman. It's a really solid experience. And hey, if you like playing the games you're playing now, don't touch Minecraft. Because once you do start picking it up, it's going to suck you in like a black hole. So beware. But it is an amazing experience. And one of those titles that is age appropriate. Don't let your 12-year-olds play Grand Theft Auto. Give them Minecraft. That's what it's here for. Do it. Don't let them play Grand Theft Auto 5. Or whatever, Call of Duty. There's games that are appropriate for certain ages. And this game right here is appropriate for everybody.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Game over.